Today we have a chance to reach our first final as a player as we take on Blackpool in the semi-finals of the EFL Trophy. That match is the first game of today's episode. Welcome back, my friends, to our My Player career mode. Appreciate all the love and support as always, and I hope I find you all doing very well and having an awesome day as well. As mentioned, Blackpool the first game of the day, but we have a whole bunch more action coming your way. So let me take you through the matches we have in store today then. Blackpool first, then we will face Northampton away, before Stevenage away, then a home game against Bolton, and if we've got time, away to Wigan, which, when I show you the league table, we have probably only got 3 episodes left of this season before we'll know what is going to happen with our future and the future of Wrexham, because we're 34 games into the season and currently sit second. 1,000 likes on this episode would be amazing. Without further ado, let's jump into this first game. Sit back, relax, and enjoy, my friends. We did actually play Blackpool in the previous fixture. That game finished 0-0, so nothing to separate the two sides. But we do need a winner from this one, and someone will have to book their spots in the EFL Trophy final at Wembley. And if we are to leave Wrexham at the end of this season, I would love to do it, having won this EFL Trophy, maybe even a League One title as well. Norburn, bit tentative from both sides here. None of them wanting to make a mistake that leads to the opposition going in front. As Norburn, right-hand side, puts the cross in. Boyle gets to it first. His clearance only, though, finds the feet of a Blackpool player. And now here is Morgan for them. And he can look for the ball through to Joseph. We'll find him as well. And the first chance of the game goes the way of Blackpool. And it was rushed by Joseph because that was a good opportunity for them. And he doesn't even hit the target. Yevakurin just watches it go past his post. Here is Mullin for Wrexham. Holds off the challenge. Paul Mullin looking for the ball through. Davies might just get there, and he does! Oh, big save by Grimshaw. Absolutely massive save by Blackpool's goalkeeper to keep the score level as we put the cross in. And it's ended up being cleared away from the corner. Tunnicliffe now has it back for Wrexham. Switches it back out to this right-hand side. We will control and turn back as well. Now find Barnett. Barnett, chance to play through the middle. Finds Davies. Davies. Basante. Basante to Young. As Young now has it. Edge of the penalty area. Goes to the strike and Grimshaw will save again. This is better by Wrexham, who had a quiet first half, but at the start of the second half, so much better. 2 minutes of the 90 remains here, and it looks like we might well have to go to extra time. There was nothing to separate them in the league match, and there is nothing to separate Blackpool or Wrexham in this cup semi-final. I think at least we go to extra time, so not straight penalties. Or does it go to a replay? I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is that we were the better side in the second half, but neither side really showed enough there to win that game. And the players are still on the pitch, so it looks like we are going to extra time. Nope, it is straight penalties. Norburn up first, and he scores for Blackpool. We are the first spot kick taker for Wrexham as we step up confidently, top left corner. No problem whatsoever. Blackpool 1, Wrexham 1. Joseph up next. Slots home. Heartbreaking way to go out if you do lose this. Basante's penalty. Scores. We've done our job. I now watch on and hope we can do this. Morgan sends Lainton the wrong way. Sorry, Yevakurin the wrong way. And now Mullin. Mullin. Oh, he's missed. Grimshaw saves it. Kouassi will step up. And if Wrexham fail to score now, the EFL Trophy dream is over. Young has to score. The captain of Wrexham against Grimshaw. It's Young. Coolness personified as he chips it down the middle. Yevakurin, we need you to be a hero, my friend. We need you to provide us with this save to give us a chance. Connolly against Yevakurin. It's Connolly! And he makes no mistake. And Blackpool make the EFL Trophy final. So unfortunately, there will be no Wembley appearance for us in a Wrexham shirt just yet, as Blackpool did reach the final and they will take on Fleetwood. The game itself was lacking quality. Blackpool had 1 shot in the 90 minutes. We had 3. And penalties, a cruel way to lose it, but someone's got to lose, unfortunately. And all the penalties were on target, but we saw Grimshaw make a save, and that was the difference. Back into league action now as he faced Northampton, looking to try and reach the championship. 4 league matches to come today. Evans looks out wide here towards Ford. Ford, beautiful control, finds my feet inside here to Mullin. Mullin, go one more, mate. Burso's there for a tap-in. I know we've been critical of Mullin in recent games, but it's just the decision-making. He's fantastic in terms of when he does make the correct decision, but the problem is he doesn't do it often enough. You saw there, Burstow was completely in for a tap-in. Having said that, Burstow's now done the same thing, because Mullin's to his right for a tap-in and he goes for goal. And let's see, will Northampton now make us pay for those chances? As how on earth have they just got through there? The ball ricocheting, bouncing around, led to a Northampton clear-cut chance. Incredible. Evans, I passed him the ball. Again, was I a bit too optimistic to give him the ball there? Maybe so, because Northampton steal it and score. Not sure if that's my mistake or not. Evans has his pocket picked anyway. Argument to say I probably shouldn't have given him the ball there, but even so, slightly weird in the way that we did concede this goal, because you saw the chance they had before when the ball just bounced through for them. Northampton take the lead. McLean to Davies. Davies to McLean. McLean's seen my run and he will find me as well. Now then, this is where we need to find the correct ball back in. And Magliori's done well, but then he's conceded possession straight away to find it back to me. Huge mistake made by Magliori, and Wrexham will profit. I honestly didn't really do great down the left-hand side. Showed too much of it to Magliori, but then when he wins it back, he's tried to rush the pass out, and we knew exactly where it was going, and we just steal it straight back. Northampton will be frustrated by that. No one more so than Magliori, who has gifted Wrexham an equaliser. Oh, Pinnock has gone straight through, and I was holding the R1 button for our player to press. He stood back. Pinnock's touch should never get through there. He should never get through. But he fires the finish into that far corner and Northampton lead. Not sure. Number 15. Is that O'Connell? Yeah, took a step back. Pinnock got onto the touch that he took forward. Nothing really Yavakurin can do as it's shot with pace. 8 minutes of time remains. Basante into the feet of Evans. Evans finds me as we turn away, looking for the run of Basante. Guthrie gets a touch, and then I still can't get on the ball for the second ball. Rodriguez to take them forwards. I'm trying to redeem myself by getting this ball back here, but we're not having much luck as Pinnock, the goal scorer, puts the ball in. O'Connell's header. Rodriguez gets to the second ball. We need to reach the next one. We're just late to every second ball at the moment. Northampton just want it more, and that's the difference. They'll get a third, and they'll crush Wrexham, who just cannot seem to get back to their usual ways of picking up points. We have a game where we win. We look like we're sort of turning it back around, and then the very next game, we just are not there. I've noticed as well, because of the games we've had in recent times, coming thick and fast, my fitness today hasn't been the best, but Northampton will register a huge win here. Wrexham being fortunate the teams around them are not profiting from when we do drop points in these draws, and now this defeat. But there'll come a time where the Stockport, Sunderland will make us pay and will take even more points ahead of us. Young, finding my feet. Basante to my left. Basante will go for goal. It's blocked. But that'll do us for this game. Northampton will win. And yeah, the less said about this, the better. And like I mentioned, we are slightly fortunate the sides around us are not profiting from this. Portsmouth, Fleetwood, Stockport. Stockport, though, do have a game in hand and could go second if they win that. Sunderland now have 2 games in hand on us, and are already 2 points clear. So could open up the gap to 8 points if they win both of those. And as we've advanced today's forwards, Stockport haven't played. Sunderland have played both of their games, which is weird, the fact they've played both of them and Stockport haven't even played theirs. And they must have drawn both, because they're now only 4 points ahead of us. Underway here against Stevenage, away from home with Butler looking to create the first chance for them. It's won back by O'Connell, but then he concedes possession immediately, and Boyle has to win that header. O'Connell had that moment, didn't he, against Northampton, where he let them score their second because he didn't get on the loose ball, and he almost had another moment there. Fortunately for us, it's dealt with. Here is Wrexham looking for their first chance then. Basante ahead of me. Basante holds onto the ball. Now will find me. Will find McLean. McLean finds Davies. Davies to McLean again. This is where you want us to put that cross in. Challenge comes through. One back, and the referee says that's okay. As James Wildin, who was the man who made the challenge, gets it back for Stevenage and can play them forwards. Evans, forward. Mullin wins his header. Barnett's on the right-hand side. That's the ball out towards him, but there's still work to be done. Barnett goes for the cross. Into Basante! Diving header just wide. This is what we need Wrexham to do. Just put the crosses into the box, but the amount of times we just don't do that. You saw in the previous episode a wonderful goal scored by Basante when the cross was put in towards him. And then there, such a wicked delivery by Barnett. Basante's on the end of it. Unfortunately, doesn't hit the target, but that's what we've got to do more of. Just put the balls in the box. Said it before. It's frustrating because the amount of times we get into those positions and the AI just doesn't cross. Davies, Basante, now to Sal. Sal can take us forwards, finds Evans. Evans turning, finding Sal again. I'm there, I'm available. There's that pass. We need to try and use it down the middle if we can. We now go towards the left. McLean, Basante, where's the run into the box? James McLean delivers the cross. We're on the end of it! And it's there for Wrexham! It is 1-0. Half an hour to play. I said we just need to put the deliveries into the box, because when we do, they are normally quite good. The problem is if I ask for the cross and I'm not in the box myself, they'll aim it towards me instead of in the box. That time we get there and we power the header. Nothing the goalkeeper can do. Just stands there and watches it go past him into the back of his goal. Wrexham in front. And when that cross came in, I was thinking, please do not miss this header. Just hit the target. And thankfully we did. It has put our side 1-0 in front. But still work to be done to see out this victory, because Stevenage are looking lively for a response. Brilliant tackle there. Sal now plays it forward to Basante. Basante to Mullin. Mullin turns wonderfully, and he's seen that I've made that run. And Butler is with me, but Butler is not able to keep up, as we're going to be forced here to try and turn back and find Mullin. Mullin, as he goes back, will find Davies. Davies on the turn. Send it my way. Davies will. Back towards Basante! Yes! 2-0 Wrexham. Basante smashes the ball in. And surely we have ourselves the 3 points. Great work here. Pull the ball back, but it's all about the finish. Basante sweeps home into that far corner. And Wrexham will bounce back. But as I said in the previous game against Northampton, it's all right doing this. One game. We need to keep doing it, because we have a win here, and then you know what? We'll probably go and lose the next game. Barnett, right-hand side. Wrexham looking to add a third here. Barnett with a chance to put the cross in. Now he will deliver. Look at the difference when we deliver the crosses. Mullin nearly gets our third. Now then, corner ball. Basante's just gone off. And recently, right, the corners have been really frustrating, because I feel like the crosses we're putting in are not bad at all. We just don't seem to win the header. Like here again, it's a really dangerous position. We just can't seem to win it. So, something about these corners. I don't remember the last time we actually actively won a header from them. I mean, as Stevenage, the offside flag, Presley's completely through, might just find the goal. Pulls it back, Dano! Yivakurin saves, and it'll be a corner to finish the game here for Stevenage. How on earth did they just get through like that so easily? Questions asked, but let's keep the clean sheet, please. Ball in the box. Speaking of winning headers, Presley does. O'Connell so bravely puts his head on the line there as he dives into the diving header. And he does win it, but Stevenage have still got a chance here. And as that ball goes out, it'll be another corner to defend. I mean, there is no chance that they're going to pull anything back out of this in terms of a result. But as I say, the clean sheet is still on the cards here for Wrexham and Yivakurin. So let's keep that, please, as White and make the challenge. And that is full time. 3 points in the bag for Wrexham. A hugely important fixture here. Bolton are currently in third. And with a game in hand over us, if they beat us here, they will go to 67 points with that game in hand still intact. So, cannot afford to lose this one. Very, very crucial fixture at home. And there is the team the boss has named for this massive fixture against Bolton. Bolton building here on the edge of Wrexham's penalty area. Rodrigo, lovely ball, no offside flag, and Yivakurin rescues Wrexham, as that was a chance for Bolton to take the lead. And in the opening 20 minutes, it's been all Bolton. They've had a lot of the ball in and around our half, and we haven't really been able to get out of it. When we have done, it's been for a matter of a few moments before they win it back, and a straight back, putting pressure on us. McLean here Doing quite well, but no pass out. I'm not really sure how to help him out of this situation either. He's hold on to the ball for the moment. Now does find Sow. Well done, James McLean. Sow into the middle. Finds Boyle. Boyle finds me. We will play one more towards O'Connell. O'Connell now has to play it. Fortunately for us, he gets a second chance to do so and does now find that ball. We'll play Barnett. Barnett here on the right-hand side, up against Santos. Finds me again, turning away, saying see you later to one challenge of a Bolton player. And now then, as we look to open up the space, we've gone out wide here to James McLean. McLean looking to cross, is he? He does, towards that near post. It's away and hooked further away, but better by Wrexham. Now we're beginning to find a little bit of success in getting forward here. Dacres Cogley, Dempsey's in. Completely unmarked. Bolton will lead. The ball is inch perfect from Dacres Cogley. And then Dempsey, how about this for a volley? Meets it wonderfully. And as Wrexham were beginning to sort of get a little bit more confident, send a few more players forwards. That's why we weren't doing it originally, because Bolton as quickly as that do take the lead here. Dempsey struck so sweetly. Wrexham are not in this game. We have not had any of the ball. It's been all Bolton. And when we do have it, it's a clearance long and hopeful we get something on the end of a long clearance in the way of a flick down to keep hold of the ball. And that just is not happening. As Rodrigo goes through and Yeva will push it out. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm substituted here. I am not for the moment. A 6.5 match rating. I can't imagine there'll be many more players on this pitch better than me in terms of the match rating, simply because what have we got to show for it? Wrexham haven't even had a shot in the game. Bolton totally dominant here, and if they do win their game in hand now, we'll go second. And there is that full-time whistle. Bolton 1, Wrexham 0. I refuse to believe that we had 45% of possession in that game. 0 shots, 7 for Bolton. They deserve their win, fair enough. And Stockport losing to Portsmouth is an interesting result. And the games do not get any easier, because now we face Wigan. To improve on what we saw against Bolton, all we need to do is have a shot here. So, not really high standards to improve upon, as Mullin's done brilliantly. Finds us! We've hit the bar, it's bounced back off Fredrickson and gone out. That could have so easily bounced back off him and gone in. But no. Oh, corner ball, sent in, near post, Kerr. Away, now Boyle. Boyle for Wrexham. Find me again, will find me again. Touch out of our feet, second one comes through. Fredrickson saves. Corner ball, Basante comes short. We will use him as well from going short. He finds the ball to the edge of the penalty area. Now Sow, now find O'Connell. Yes! Fredrickson gets the touch. I don't know if you saw a little bit of my frustration there, because as I ran to the goal, just smashed the ball back into the back of the net. In a rather frustrating manner, because the fact we weren't leading here after hitting the bar, bouncing off of Fredrickson, and then he made the save after that with our second shot. We've not really seen a lot from Wigan, so it's been Wrexham asking the questions. And thankfully, O'Connell's effort, Fredrickson can't do enough to keep it out, and Wrexham will lead here. So, still a second half to come, but positive. Mullin, now Basante. Basante turning! Oh, he went for goal. He wasn't far away from making it 2-0 Wrexham. Davies with a little run opened up the space for him, and the left-footed effort had Fredrickson worried. Oh, well, Smith's brought this down. He'll find Humphreys. I just knew as soon as I saw him bring down the ball where that was going. And Yeva gets a strong hand to this. He should save it. Wigan have got an equaliser from absolutely nowhere. Nowhere. I don't even really think they've had much of a chance in this game until now. And Yeva you see him. He looks at the ground immediately. He knows it's a howler. He knows it's a howler. He looks straight down at the ground, stays on the floor. And Wrexham, who are on course for a big 3 points, are no longer Basante. Unless, with the final few moments of this game, there is to be one more chance. I mean, who's in the box? We're down this right-hand side, looking to put a cross in. And neither Basante or Mullin have made their way in the box. Davies, now or never, picks the wrong option. 2 additional minutes. And if it wasn't already clear, by the way, in terms of the decision I'm making at the end of this season. That is that we won't be at Wrexham, I don't think, next year. Because judging by our form in recent games and our second part of the season, I don't think we're good enough in the Championship to make it to the Premier League. So I need to think about our career and where we go next as well. I would love to help Wrexham into the Championship before we do go, though. But at the moment, way it's going, that's not a guarantee. And so with 8 matches to go, we are now out of the automatic promotion spots in League One. Bolton have leapfrogged us into second. And actually, looking at this, there's no guarantee we'll make the playoffs either. So, yeah, I mean, it's not like Wrexham are having a bad season. Don't get me wrong, they're having a very good season considering that they were a League 2 side last year. So to be in this position is outstanding, and we can't forget that. But we knew what my ambitions and our ambitions were this season, which was to try and get into the Championship and then even take them maybe to the Premier League, which was highly ambitious, but I felt like it was a possibility. Now, at the moment, I'm not so sure. If you're wondering at the moment as well, we are still, of course, our target team is Salzburg. So, with things as they are, I'm assuming they'll be a Champions League side. That is probably where we'll end up next season unless something changes. And just to let you know as well, Salzburg are in fact a Champions League side. So if we do choose to go there, it's a team that we might well be able to make our name in Europe with. And that, my friends, is where we are going to leave today's episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here and like what you see, as I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and any support towards that would be massively appreciated. My plan is to try and get the rest of this season wrapped up, potentially next episode. To do that, I would have to sim a few matches. We have 8 games to go in League One. If I don't manage to wrap it up in the next episode, it'll be done the episode after that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens come the end of the season at Wrexham, but my head now is leaning towards moving to Salzburg at the end of this year and getting to play some European football. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, look after each other, and I'll catch you all back here for another My Player episode very soon. Until then, adios!